Good morning and welcome to the wonderful world of Des Moines. Now just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Hello. It's just me tonight. Libby and Josie are here, so Joe's busy with them. Tonight I'm going to talk to you about a question that another viewer sent to me, and I thought it was very interesting and I wanted to get your opinion on it. It's something that actually I've never heard of. This person asked me if I'd ever heard of anyone outgrowing autism. And I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the story that they told me. They had someone in their family that was diagnosed with autism at age 3. The little boy didn't start talking until he was 5. He lined things up. He didn't make eye contact. He didn't like to be hugged, and he didn't acknowledge it when you called him by name. When he got to the 5th grade, the diagnostician and the LSSP said that the boy no longer had autism and that he had outgrew it. He is now 15 and he no longer shows any of the early signs that he had of autism. The only thing that he does is that he obsessively washes his hands. I don't know what to think of this. My first thought is that he was probably misdiagnosed. Maybe it's something else instead of autism. Of course, we don't know the whole story, as far as does he have any other struggles. But we do know that the only characteristic of typical autism that he does have is the obsessively washing his hands, which actually is obsessive compulsive. So I just wanted to know your thoughts on that. Do you think that you can outgrow autism? Do you think that sometimes people just learn to adapt so much that autism is no longer an issue for them? Do you think that perhaps the child actually has obsessive compulsive disorder and was misdiagnosed when they were 3? What are your thoughts on that? I find this very interesting, and I'd love to hear about it. And the person who sent me this email would like to hear your thoughts as well. I know with Craig, definitely when he was diagnosed, he didn't present the same way as he would over the years. But for Craig, his speech got better, but his stems got larger and more. And the stems have never went away, and I can't imagine that they could or would. I think he needs those stems. I think they're his coping mechanism. So if you'd like to share those thoughts on that, you can email me at ourdailyview1992@gmail.com or leave something in the comments and we'll talk about it in another video. I've got this question several times. Does Craig know that he has autism? I actually asked Craig that today in our question and answer video. Craig, we've told him, and if you ask him, he says yes, he knows he has autism, but he really doesn't understand what that means, and there's really not an easy way to explain it to him that he would understand. And I guess I don't really know that it matters, because I don't think it would change anything. I would welcome your thoughts on that too. That's the furthest we've ever gotten with Craig, is just telling him so that he knows that I think he knows he's different. He knows he's not the same as a lot of other people, but he also doesn't care. And in a previous video, we talked about trying to get children to try more foods. And I got a couple of emails with some advice. One person advised to get the child involved in making the food. And that definitely has helped with Craig. It raises his interest in the food if he's involved in preparing it. I don't know that this would have been possible in his earlier years because it was so hard to get him to focus then. But definitely now I can tell that having him help prepare the food, he's at least willing to try it and more apt to eat it. Another parent wrote that her child actually had food therapy through their occupational therapy during the life skills class in school. And what they did was they would set aside one day a week to try new foods. So let's say they did it on Sunday. On Wednesday, she would start preparing her child for that, talking about, okay, on Sunday, we're going to try hash brown patties, so that they knew that this was going to happen and they could prepare for it. So on Sunday, and we're just saying hash brown patties because this child in particular liked French fries. So they knew that this would be an easier step than, say, getting him to try broccoli at this point. So so on Sunday they had French fries available so that he knew that if he didn't like the hash brown patty, he could eat the French fries. Okay, so they had him try at least 2 bites of the hash brown, and then he could decide if he liked it or not. And actually, he did love the hash brown, so that was a way they got him to add another food to his diet. They also tried, their daughter, they said, also got him to eat dino nuggets because he loved dinosaurs. He doesn't really like them so much, but he will eat them. He already likes strawberry yogurt, so they had him try raspberry yogurt, and he loved it. So these are some steps that maybe you can take to get your child to try more foods. I know these are very similar items they're trying, but then eventually maybe you can build up to getting them to try something that's different than what's already in their flavor palette. Baby steps, I always say. And another question I got is, Craig interested in world events like politics, religion, voting? He's aware when the presidential elections are going on, of course, because of all the commercials. He doesn't understand what it's all about. He'll mention it once in a while. Religion, Craig understands from watching VeggieTales and other things, other shows that he's watched. But it's not something that I think he understands in depth. I think that's it's a hard concept for him to comprehend overall, but he does know the basics. Would I have Craig vote? No, Craig doesn't understand it, so he really doesn't have any business voting. The one world event that Craig was the most aware of was COVID because it affected his life. It shut down Dayhab for a while. They shut down Disney World, which was really scary to him. So I would say if there's a world event that affects him directly, he's aware of it. Otherwise, he's not really interested. He does listen to everything we say. So, or if we're watching the news and he hears something, he'll run in and ask about it. I remember recently the Canadian wildfires. He was very interested in knowing about that and worried, of course, that it could be around here. I think that's all the things that I will touch on tonight. If you have any questions, if you have anything that you want us to talk about in the vlog, please send us an email. Joe will be back tomorrow night and we'll talk more about some other things. He did try the Duke bourbon tonight, so I'll have him give you a review on that tomorrow. And I think he has some more bird advice. We had another question about bird feed. So with that, we'll go on to the rest of the video. We went to Altoona today and ate at the Burger Shed, which Craig and I had ate there once before. It's very good. If you're familiar with Iowa restaurants and the Machine Shed is the same owner as the Burger Shed. And Machine Shed is known for its delicious food. And Burger Shed, while it's a different kind of cuisine, it's definitely elevated burgers and sandwiches and a very fun atmosphere, located right next to the outlets of Des Moines. So we'll take you along today to see that. And Craig's got a story and a question time. So with that, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. We're starting off the day today at Walmart, taking back the hands and bottles. Let's hope the machines are working.
Oh, I didn't need it. Oh, you should. You should. What you
It's the only place where BS is a good thing. Slow down there, Mr. Pigs.
Pickle wrap egg rolls. Great.
Whoa, what do you think about that?
Appetizers.
Yeah.
Here. Okay, I'll set that.
Why don't you order?
I'll have the farmhouse burger, please, with a side of fries. Ranch for what?
Your fries?
No.
Okay, no, thank you.
And for you, sir?
I'm gonna do the pork tenderloin,
Would you like that breaded or grilled today?
breaded.
Rolls.
Yeah, either pickle wrap egg roll, pickle dip egg rolls.
Hold on up so she can.
Yeah, there's the inside.
And then he's got a cool dipping sauce in it.
Looks like they have bacon,
You're gonna try
dill pickle, and maybe cream cheese.
it. There you go. You
got the
spring
full.
cheese in the mouth.
So tell me, Craig, how does it taste?
Delicious. Just like chicken egg rolls.
Alright, here's a look at Craig's burger. That is a giant burger. Craig's burger had a fried egg, hash browns, bacon jam, and cheddar cheese. Here's Joe's tenderloin, which is also huge.
Color to it.
Yeah, that looks really good. And here are my chicken tenders. Their chicken tenders are battered in Hidden Valley Ranch
There you go.
coating. So I'm anxious to try these. And I decided to try the macaroni and cheese too. And here is a cross section of Craig's burger. Holy mackerel. That is huge. All right, Craig, there you go. You knew that'll be easier?
Yeah.
Let's see how this goes. You better have napkins. This is another napkin for you. So what do you think?
Tastes good.
Here's a little cross section of Joe's tenderloin. You can see it's a nice thick one. And the inside of my chicken tenders are all white meat with a light crispy breading. Macaroni and cheese was excellent, very flavorful. And the French fries were nice and crispy. For dessert, we shared the bourbon white chocolate bread pudding, and it was delicious.
Burger Shed is the best restaurant in town. The farmer's burgers taste delicious. The waitress seems nice. I give it 2 thumbs up, 5 stars, and a Craigie Vander's silver approval.
Our next stop is Menards. We're looking for some flooring for our new sunroom that is scheduled to be put in next week. And of course, we're going to see if they have any Halloween or fall decorations. That just does not look good. What do you think about the cotton candy balls, Craig?
No.
There's Joe. We've got our new flooring on the cart.
Put your stuff in here.
Yep. Craig picked out some air fresheners.
Anything else you want to look at in here?
No, sadly, they don't have any Halloween or fall decorations. Not really much at all. I deem the South Side Menards better than this one.
There, next to it.
It's question time.
Okay, Craig, do you know that you have autism?
Yes, I have.
And do you know what that means?
Keep on having life.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful time.
Mm-hmm.
Wear a shirt.
Yes.
Keep happy.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's what autism means to you, right? One of our viewers wants to know, have you seen the John Wayne movie McClintock?
No.
Nope. Okay. What is your morning routine? What time do you get up in the morning?
5 o'clock.
And then what do you do when you get up?
Do my intro of the wonderful world of Des Moines.
Oh, yeah, I never hear that because I don't get up early enough. What do you do to get ready for your morning?
Have breakfast and brush my teeth and have breakfast.
Mm-hmm. What do you usually have for breakfast?
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Oh, yeah, you're on Honey Nut Cheerios right now. And then what time do you do your exercise bike?
8.
Okay. Do you like Captain Planet?
Captain, who's he?
You haven't seen Captain
Yeah,
Planet?
I saw on Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
The power is yours.
You like that show?
Yep.
What shows do you not like?
Dora the Explorer, Fish Hooks, Pickle and Peanut, Peppa Pig.
What is your favorite show that you're watching right now?
The Loud House.
What other shows? What have you've been watching? Some other shows right now. What have you been watching?
Simpsons.
Mm-hmm.
Mickey Mouse Roadster Racers.
Have you been watching any movies?
Yeah, the Simpsons movie.
What year did the Simpsons movie come out?
2007.
I remember we went and saw that at the movie theater.
Yeah.
My favorite part was Spider Pig.
Yep.
Can you sing the Spider Pig?
Spider Pig does whatever a Spider Pig does.
Do you like haunted houses?
No.
Why don't you like haunted
They're
houses?
scary.
Do you like mozzarella sticks?
Yeah, and Bennigan's.
Do you like The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody?
No.
Nope. Remember that song from the Tigger movie that you dedicated to Grandpa Vanderveer?
Yeah, your heart will lead you home.
Will you sing me a little bit of
If
that?
you feel lost and on your own and on from home, you're never alone and you know.
Can we do Meet the Webkins tonight? Can you introduce us to some of your Webkins?
Okay.
Okay.
From the Enchanted Forest, Dennis the Whimsy Dragon and Uni the Lilkins Unicorn.
What year did you get Uni?
2011.
Where'd you get her from?
My birthday.
And what about...
He's also the same year.
Oh,
as my
the same
birthday.
year. Yeah. Are they friends?
Yup.
What kind of things do they talk about?
Life. You know, Uni, life in Webkinville is a lot of fun here. Yeah. Everyone knows that. Sammy the Seal. Sammy the Seal. It was feeding time at the zoo. All the animals were getting their food. The lions ate their meat. The elephants ate their hay. The monkeys ate their bananas. The bears ate their honey. But then it was time for the seals to be fed. Mr. Johnson took them fish. Hooray for fish, said the seals. They jumped in the water. Soon the basket was empty. That is all there is, said Mr. Johnson. There is no more. Thank you for the fish, said the seals. They were good. The seals were happy. But one little seal was not happy. He sat by himself. He looked sad. What is wrong, Sammy? said Mr. Johnson. I want to know what it is like outside the zoo, said the little seal. I want to go out and look around. All right, Sammy, said Mr. Johnson. You have been a good seal. You may go out and see. Goodbye, Sammy, said the other seals. Have a good time. Goodbye, said Sammy. Where are you going? Said the zebra. I am going out, said Sammy. Have fun, said the hippo. Come back soon, said the giraffe. Sammy walked and walked and walked. He didn't know what to look at first. They said seal must be from out of town, said a man. Sammy looked at everything. What street is this? Said a man. I am a stranger here myself, said Sammy. I guess it is feed time here too, said Sammy. That is a lovely fur coat, said a lady. Where did you get it? I was born with it, said Sammy. I wish I could find some water. I am hot. I want to go swimming, said Sammy. We are sorry, there is no room for you in the piss puddle, said the birds. And there is no room for you here, said the goldfish. Keep out, said the policeman. You cannot swim in there. Ah, here is a place, said Sammy. Who is in my bathtub? Said someone. I am sorry, said Sammy. He left at once. Some children were staying in line. Sammy got in line too. What are we waiting for? Said Sammy. School! What do you think? said the boy. That would be fun. I will come too, Sammy said. The teacher was not looking, Sammy said out. The children made words with blocks. Sammy wished he could spell. All right, children, now we will sing a song, said the teacher. The children had good voices. That sounds fine, said the teacher. But one of you is barking just like a seal. Is it you, Joey? Said the teacher. No, said Joey. Is it you, Helen? Said the teacher. No, said Helen. Is it you, Dorothy, Robert, Fred, Joan, or Agnes? No, said the children. Then it must be you, said the teacher. I am sorry, this school is just for boys and girls. Please let me stay, said Sammy. I will be good. All right, you may stay, said the teacher. Sammy was happy. He sat at his desk and looked at the teacher. He learned how to read. He learned how to write. And now it is time to play, said the teacher. Who wants to play a game? We do, said the children. They threw the ball over the net. That ball must not hit the ground, cried Sammy's team. Somebody catch the ball. Sammy caught the ball in his nose. A boy on the other team tried to catch the ball in his nose too. Boys must catch with their hands, said the teacher. Sammy tried to catch the ball with his flippers. Seals must catch with their noses, said the teacher. Up and down went the ball from one side to the other. At last the teacher blew a whistle. Who wins? said the teacher. It is even, said the teacher. Children. Everybody was happy. A bell rang. School is over. Will you be here tomorrow? Said the children. No, said Sammy. School is fun, but I belong in the zoo. I just want to know what it is like outside. Now I have to go back. Goodbye, Sammy, said the children. We'll come to see you. Good, said Sammy. Sammy was in a hurry to get back to the zoo. He had so much to tell the Arseals. May I welcome you home, Sammy, said Mr. Johnson. I am glad you are back. You are just in time for dinner. There's no place like home, said Sammy. And this is Craig Ever saying, keep on having a great day and we'll see you tomorrow.
Craig's anxious to get back to the Simpsons movie. Will you say a line from the Simpsons movie?
Don't